Greetings, friends. So it is starting right now. Millions of Americans could start to feel the effects of a recession in just a few weeks. Top economists are warning that changes to Social Security may soon be on the way. And if the United States does default on its debt, many important relief programs will be paused. Friends, please make sure to watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these details. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community and for joining me here every day. I'm giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos, and then do comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. The United States officially hit its $31.4 trillion debt ceiling on January 19th. If unable to break the political deadlock in Congress, the U.S. Treasury Department will now take extreme measures to ensure the government can pay its bills. According to U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, the emergency measures are due to expire on June 5th, but there are several ways that this could affect you. The Council of Economic Advisors, which is an agency that advises the president on economic policy, has painted a very grim picture of life after debt default. Many have said that every single American may feel the impact. The Council of Economic Advisors has said payments from the federal government that families rely on just to make ends meet would be endangered. The basic functions of the federal government, including maintaining national defense, national parks, and countless others, would be at risk. The public health system, which has enabled the country to react to a global crisis, would also be unable to adequately function. It means that the government could delay various paychecks that help millions of Americans, such as Social Security payments, Medicare and Medicaid, and also benefits to veterans. History has a tendency of repeating itself, and this does not bode well for America's 11th hour debt ceiling decision. In 2011, Congress approved a debt ceiling extension with just hours to spare before the Treasury would default. The next coming months of extraordinary measures look set for a long, drawn-out political wrestling match, with opposing Republicans using their votes on an extension as leverage to seek spending cuts. Credit card interest rates, as well as other interest-bearing loans like mortgages and auto loans, are all tied to the health of the U.S. economy, which is currently facing dire straits in this debt default debacle. The Federal Reserve raised its key short-term interest rate by another 0.25 percentage point earlier this month, pushing borrowing costs to the highest level since 2007. When the Fed funds rate goes up, the prime rate, which is the interest rate that banks lend to customers with good credit, also increases. So this means that borrowers must pay higher interest rates on their credit card balances. Mortgages also become more expensive for American families. According to the experts, they said there are other consequences that could trigger a recession and credit market freeze. So friends, do you think that the U.S. economy is headed towards a recession? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Republicans have repeatedly warned they would hold raising the federal debt ceiling hostage until Democrats negotiate changes to Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. The 3 programs together, along with funding for the Affordable Care Act and Children's Health Insurance Program, account for nearly half of the federal budget. In 2010, Republicans turned the table, using what they described as Medicare cuts in the Affordable Care Act to sweep back to power in the House. Those cuts were mostly reductions in payments to providers. Beneficiaries actually got extra benefits through the Affordable Care Act. The last 2 times the Medicare Hospital Insurance Trust Fund was this close to insolvency, which was in the early 1980s and late 1990s, Congress passed bipartisan bills to keep the program afloat. So reducing payments to medical providers may reduce premiums for beneficiaries, whose payments are based on total costs of the Medicare program. Meanwhile, raising premiums or cost sharing for beneficiaries is a benefit to all taxpayers who help fund Medicare. Increasing available benefits helps doctors, hospitals, and other health providers, as well as beneficiaries, but it does cost more for taxpayers. Many Republicans want Medicare to shift from a defined benefit program in which beneficiaries are guaranteed a set of services and the government pays whatever they cost, to a defined contribution program in which beneficiaries would get a certain amount of money to finance as much as they can. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this proposal? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my marvelous and most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Monday afternoon. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me here every single day and for being part of this community. To say thank you so much, friends, I will be announcing 2 winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.
I, for one, and I think almost all, if not all, of my colleagues in the Senate will agree with me on this, we will not default on America's debt. We will not. But in conjunction with addressing that issue of the debt limit, many of our colleagues in the House and many of our colleagues here in the Senate would like to talk to President Biden about what we can do as a Congress and as a president to keep us from getting in this situation again where we have to so radically raise the debt limit. In other words, the request of the president is, Mr. President, let's sit down and talk about how we can slow the rate of growth in our spending and slow the rate of growth in our debt accumulation for a variety of reasons, not only pertaining to the debt limit, but also pertaining to trying to get control of inflation. And I hope the president will accept that invitation. In those negotiations, the president has said, incorrectly in my judgment, but he has said repeatedly